Hey guys, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you guys are. I hope you're having a great weekend. And right as we go live, the hype train is upon us. So thank you very much, guys, for setting up a hype train. Let's just run through what's happened today. So Zui got first. So thank you very much, Zui. Thank you very much for being there in chat very, very early. Volume's a little low. I don't think I can turn it up anymore, guys. It's literally as loud as I can turn it. Yeah, I can't turn the volume up anymore. It's at maximum. Not as loud as usual. What on earth? What on earth? Let me see what I can do, guys. Let me see what I can do. I don't want to shout all day at the stream. I wonder, I did just install some Windows updates. I wonder if something has changed in there. Okay. Manage sound devices. I must be able to do something here with this. Nope. I'm trying to find it, guys. I'm trying to find it. Is that any louder, guys? Is that any louder? It feels like it should be louder, but like, I don't know. Like, everything's set at 100%. I can't figure out how to change this, guys. I don't know what's causing it. Hold on. Let me see if there's a filter on something. Brian's been in at the settings again. Let me see if I do that, does that get louder? Is it louder now? No. Okay, how about now, guys? Is that a bit better? Is that a little bit better? It seems to be going more into the red zone now, so... Sound? Okay, people are saying that's better. Let's go with that. Okay, is that good now, guys? Are you okay? Are you happy now? Okay, that's louder. Okay, so what's happened there is someone had changed the gain setting. I always have it set at -9 and it was at -37, so yeah, don't know why that's happened, but there we go. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, the camera needs turning on. That would help. Let me just quickly refresh that. Yeah, I don't know. Good job I didn't leave anything on the desk. For some reason, the camera has been freezing since we moved down to this new place. Don't know why, but hey. New camera soon. There you go. It should be live now. New camera soon. Okay, let's catch up with chat. Undercover Brother, thank you very much for 11-month streak. Thank you for all of those subs, dude. Really appreciate those. We've also got in chat, we've got a real big boss. We've got Zui, who got first. M. Delintz as well. We've got Huey. Good evening, Huey. Good to see you, man. Banter Bunny's here, as well as Jay and Zombie. We've got Scary Bean, Askiatron, O1 My Young. That's a great name. Eldar1 as well. Thomas is here as well. Skewed, thank you very much for the 18 months of subs, dude. That's really cool. Thank you, dude. And Whitsellers as well. 14 months. He says, a satisfying FLX stream today. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Guatema's here as well. We've got Ziant. Kakan says, what are you selling? I'm always selling everything, man. Everything you could possibly want. Your dreams, your hopes. It all comes from me, dude. All comes from me. Yeah, everyone said it was quiet then for a bit. We fixed that. At least I hope I did. Reading lips this week. Sure, man. You can read my lips whenever you like, dude. That's an Olivia plus mat. Do you have your set to do with it? No, so I've had this mat since Mike sent it to me like 6 months ago. Ooh, very nice. Thank you very much. Fleximan just gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you very much, dude. Genuinely appreciate that. Sounds pretty good to me. Cool. I just want to reach through the screen and turn those dials on the mic. Well, you can't. Sorry, you physically can't turn these dials. These are my dials, not yours. I love you later. Says, how's it going? It's going well, man. It's going really well. Yeah, I'm in a good mood. Pumped for the stream today and excited to show you guys what we've got. Ooh, very nice. Constantly. Ooh, very nice. Yeah. Storsness is here as well. He says, what's going on with the desk cam? It's fixed now. It freezes randomly. Ever since I moved from my home office to down to the workshop office, the camera has started freezing. I don't know why, but it is slightly frustrating me. I just genuinely have no idea why. Ooh, very nice. Socialite's here as well. Kubachek's here as well. He says, "What's good, Jay? Man, just to see your name makes it all good, dude. Makes it all good." Not Faye is here as well. He says, "Hi, Jay. Hey, man. Good to see you." Salvan's here as well. He says, "Pog you, pog you, pog you." Salvan, always a pleasure to see you, my dude. Fropsy's there. Look at this boy. What a cutie. No, back at you. Dr. Martinston says, "Thanks for doing this build for me, Jay." There we go. That is the man himself. That is, I'm going to use his first name because I hope he doesn't mind, but Dale. It's much easier to say than Dr. Martinston every 2 seconds, but Dale has sent me this board. He's asked me to build it. I can't wait to show you guys it. It's really nice. It's beautiful. It's in a really nice color. And we've got some tangerine switches for him as well. So excited to build this up. There we go. Flex giving away those 5 tier 1 gift subs. Thank you so much, Flex. Thank you, man. Thank you. No AC here up in Portland as well. Yeah, it's really warm here in the office today. I don't know why, but I walked into the unit about an hour ago and it was just like walking into a wall of heat. So no idea why. So if there is a loud humming behind me, is the fact that the fan is just behind me down here. You can probably just see the top of it, just trying to keep me a little bit cooler. So yeah. Gonna be sad but awesome to see the Virgo. Yeah, man, I'm really excited about the Virgo. Full disclaimer, I have already slightly ruined it by putting a thumbprint on the brass, but hey, it's fine, and I've got I can clean the brass up in the workshop with the sandblasting cabinet, so it's no big deal. Am I going to be getting the kiwi switches? Most likely, yes. I do want to get some of those, and the dragon fruit ones as well when they come out. I think those were the 2 main ones that I wanted to get, so yeah, definitely excited for those. Okay, so it seems like we've caught up with chat, unless something else is causing chat to slow down. So we'll flip over in a second to the other camera. So he says it's 114 degrees Fahrenheit in Arizona today. Wow, that feels hot, man. Okay. Flexman says hi. Hey, man, so good to see you, Flex. So glad to see you on stream today. Thank you very much for being here. Zapri's here as well. He says, "Good evening, Jay." Good evening, Zapri. Good to see you, my dude. I think it's now time to flip over the other cameras and let's take a look at what we're going to be building today. So there we go. Is this live? Yes, this one's live. This one is live. You know, guys don't want to see my phone, so we can move that way. Okay, so first of all, we are going to be using some nice Durex stabilizers today. The only pack that I had enough in to fit this board was one of my Ultramarine sets, so I've now got one of these left. But yeah, really excited to pop these in the build. And we've also got a whole raft of Tangerine V2 switches. These have been lubed with 205 grade 0. I lubed these this morning with a nice cup of coffee. So yeah, springs have been lubed with Crytux 104, switches with 205 grade 0. Okay, so I guess you guys are going to want to see the board, right? I should show you guys the board. Coffee lube. I've never tried coffee as lube. I imagine it wouldn't make good lube. Oh man, what's going on? The camera's frozen again. Hold up. Hold up. What is going on now? Okay. Camera's back up. Camera's back up. Is it in time? Yeah, it's in time. Okay. Keep an eye on that camera for me, guys. If that freezes again, just shout at me. I think it's just because it's so warm in here and humid. I think that's what's causing the camera issues. In the old setup, I had this issue when I first set the camera up, and it was terrible for a couple of weeks. And then I had a fan that blew on it, but I don't have that here yet. So perhaps I need to get a little fan that can keep it cool. But that's really worrying. Really worrying. I'm kind of watching it now, hoping it doesn't freeze. But just keep an eye on it, guys, and let me know if it freezes, and let me know if nothing moves at the bottom. So yeah. Might need to point the fan at the camera. Yeah. Jay's flexing the iron boot. Always, man. Always. Biggins here as well. He says, "Hope everyone's doing well." Nice, Matt. Thank you, man. This is one of my favourite mats. It's really nice. Wouldn't make good lube, but it smells nice. Nobody thinks about keyboard smell. That's true, right? That's true. That's true. No one does send like a scent with a keyboard. Maybe that's something we should do. Okay, but those are the switches, and that's the stabilizers we're going to use today. Now it's probably time to show you guys what else we've got. So, choo choo. So there is 3 different knobs that come with this. There is a really nice black number, which is absolutely lovely, but it's just matte black. And then there's 2 of these mother of pearl knobs. These are gloriously beautiful. One's silver and one is brass. Really nice. Rotary encoder. Nice bit of kit, just a standard rotary encoder. There's 2 OLED screens. Apparently one is blue and one is white. We're going to be using the white one today, so that's this one because it's labeled as the white one. So that's the one we're going to be using. We don't need that. And then of course we've got all of the O-rings and hardware screws and everything else we'll need for the build itself. Now it is a while since I've built one of these, so I will have the build guide up at the side of me because Upas likes to make his boards difficult to build. And I think the first thing we do, if I remember rightly, is put the LED screen in. So we'll leave those to one side. I'm ready for that. Will Prototypist be stocking the 60% carbon fiber plates? Yes, at some point soon. I'll put in an order for them this month. They should arrive next month. Yeah, I think I'm going to order a fair amount of the ANSI ones and probably not so many of the ISO ones this time because they didn't quite sell too well. Is chat going to decide the key set? No. So for today, for the Satisfaction 75, my customer, Dale, who's in chat, he requested a certain key set. So you guys will see what that is later on, but he actually requested a certain key set, and that's what we're going to use today on the build. Okay. In terms of other things we have here as well, we also have a PCB, which I can get out, which is here. This is the PCB, guys. And there is also 2 spare plates which we won't be using today. These are FR4. One is a half plate, one is a full plate, but they won't be used on this particular build today, so we're going to pop those to one side. Have you seen the SA Bliss Round 2 ISO Enter Key design? I haven't, no. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. Okay, now it's time to show you guys the boards. I do love these little pouches that Upas had made. How cool is that logo? Little sticker in the front as well. And here we go, guys. Here is the board. So it's in this really deep blue-grey colour. This is absolutely stunning. A brass plate. This is the plate we're going to use today. Just looks really, really, really good. Yeah, I'm surprised there's around 2 of Bliss already, but hey, it's nothing out of the ordinary. Excuse the sweaty fingerprints on here. It is really, really warm in the office today. But look at that weight design. Look at that. So nice. Super duper nice. So yeah, really, really, really excited to build this for Dale. Still got the lovely little Canon Keys logo here. This case is pretty much perfect as well. I was looking over this yesterday trying to find even the tiniest mark or blemish, and I couldn't find anything that I was unhappy with, so really, really happy to be building this. Okay, well we don't need the actual case to start with, so we're going to pop this to one side, but I am really, really excited to get this board built and see how it sounds. Where we do need to start though is with the PCB. Okay. Propsy says, "Is this for me?" How kind of you, Jay. No, this isn't for you. My colorblind ass thought that was black. No, it's not black. It's a deep blue. This color here you see in the light, that's the color of it. It's like a blue navy gray kind of color. It's just genuinely really nice. I can't describe it as blue. Oh, but the camera again. Come on, camera. Come on, camera. Come on. Like, is this a setting or something? Has something changed? I don't know. Anyway, there we go. This is the color. We'll keep this camera going. We'll keep it going. There we go. Yeah, really nice color. Stormy grey, apparently. Yeah, whatever it is, it's lovely. It's genuinely really nice. At the minute, I've got 2 cameras, but at the minute I'm using this is the Sony A6-300. I do have a Sony A7 as well, but since I moved down here, that's just not working at all. It's not turning on, so I'm having lots of camera problems. But We'll be okay. The only thing that's not included in this, guys, is the battery, which keeps the time and date settings of the LCD when it's not powered on. The reason for that is because it's not legal to ship them overseas and things like that. So I will give Dale the specs. He can pick one of those up himself. So there we go. Maybe need to 3D print a fan bracket. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to. I don't know what's going on with it. Like last week it failed once. This week it's already frozen twice. And it's actually cooler this week, or I thought it was. So I don't know what the problem is. Unless it's the cables. I don't see why that would freeze it. I guess it could be a setting on the camera. I don't know. I'll have to have a look after the stream. Do you have your own Satisfaction 75 board? I do. I have one of the original round one prototypes. Sadly, it's not here, so I can't share it with you. It's at home, but you can check out the build stream of that. Mine was white, and I think I built it in April of 2019, if you guys want to take a look. Okay. Lovely desk mat colour. Thank you, man. Yeah, this is the Olivia desk mat. It's one of my favourites. Okay, so I know we need to build this first with the LCD screen, which is just here. But I need to refresh myself on how this goes together. Yeah, Trite TV. So it was working fine for about a year and a half, and it was working perfectly fine. I had zero issues with it. I've moved it off the mount slightly. Look, it's not square now. Okay, well, that's better. Yeah, it was working fine for about 18 months, and then all of a sudden, it's only since I moved to this office that it's started to cause problems. So I don't know what was causing it. I feel like I might get some backlash from the community because I'm degrading the keyboard. Look, it's frozen again. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Right, let's take a look in the settings here. Let me see if I can fix this through the settings. Okay, okay. There's got to be something we can do here. Does it feel hot? Not particularly. Hold on. This is where we start to get technical on the stream. Okay, so the only thing that had changed that I hadn't done before is I used to have the back of the camera, like the LCD screen on the back of the camera, away from the body, and it was tucked up nice and tight against the body. So I've just pulled it away. Let's see if that fixes it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to add a fan. It's not giving me any warnings on the screen about it. It's just turning itself off. Weird. Let me take a look at the settings while we're doing this, and let me see if I can figure anything out. Okay, so it's in 1080p mode. Let's drop it to 720p mode, and let's see if that does anything. So it shouldn't detract the quality too much. Okay. So I've dropped the quality. Let's now get it nice and straight again. There we go. It bugs me when it's not straight. There we go. That'll do. That's close enough. No, it's not. It's miles off. Okay. Okay. This is frustrating me now, guys. There we go. There we go. I'm happy with that. Sony 6300, the Alpha 6300. Okay. Do you have? I have the overly eager thermal shutdown deactivated. Yes, unless that's turned itself back on because it was disconnected from the power for so long. That could be it. That could be it. Oh well, we'll see how it goes for this stream. I've dropped the quality to 720p for this particular camera now, so if it gets a bit grainy, I apologise, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see how the rest of the stream goes, and I'll look after the stream and see if I can work it out. But I will definitely have to add a fan to it, I think, which should be pretty easy because I've got a small rig mount around it. So, but yeah, it's a Sony A6300. So if you can find a FileSwe, I would absolutely love that. Oh, autofocus. It wasn't doing that before. There we go. Yeah, it's not on 4K. It's down to 720p now, but I've always only had it in 1080p before, so let's see how it goes. Okay, now it keeps autofocusing. Let me turn autofocus off if I can. Doesn't look like I can. And it's frozen again. Look at that, guys. It's frozen again. What on earth is going on? Man. It's not Tilt Clack without Jay's cam issues. I know, right? It's really frustrating. Don't stress, Jay. It's looking perfect. Thanks, man. Thanks. Tasty Kubacek. Thank you very much, Kub, for the 1 bit. Look, the camera's back now. I think it must be the overheating thing. I think it must be in the settings here. Okay. I cannot for the life of me remember how to change the settings on this. So I'm gonna try and do this live, guys, while you're on stream. I'm just gonna bring the camera right down so you can see this is on the boom arm now. Let's see if we can fix this. Okay. Does anyone have a guide on where I need to go in the settings for this? Because I'm confused. I'm lost. Okay, menu. Now the stream. The screen's upside down. Copyright info, format file. Right, okay. Someone needs to find a guide for this. Someone needs to find the guide. Maybe it doesn't like the ambient temperature. I think that's what it is, Unicorn. Yeah, I just want to see if the overly sensitive heat setting is on, but I can't remember what the setting's under. So if anyone can remind me, that would be great. Look, you guys are getting to see all of the stuff I don't usually show you. Consider yourselves lucky, guys. Okay, so it's not on that screen. Tile menu, display quality, no, okay. Auto power off temperature, high, standard. That's what I think we need. So auto power off temperature, it was set to high. Do we think that's what was causing it? First tab, page 3. First tab, page 3. So I don't have that. I just have standard or high, Huey. I just have standard or high. Yeah, okay, so it only gives me the... Yeah, page 3, auto power off. Yeah, but it only gives me standard or high. No, I can't aim the fan at it particularly. Okay. Now we've changed that. Let's put it all back and see how it goes. Okay, guys. Right, so... This is where you guys are getting to see so much of this that I never show you on stream. Okay, let me see if we can get it. At least reasonable. Okay, cool. Right, it's working. It's still working. And it's still working now. Let's go with that. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Yeah, it didn't play with it. But you know why it didn't work then? Because it was down here. Like, it was like at this sort of height. And the breeze from the fan was getting it. So I wonder if I tilt the fan? Do you reckon that will do it, guys? Do you reckon if I tilt the fan, that'll do it? Okay, that's too much. Too much tilt. I wonder if a GMK set will do the trick. Let's see if this will do the trick to tilt the camera. Okay, so the fan is now tilted. It's kind of in the region of the camera. It's definitely got airflow up there now. So let's see how that goes. Was your home office cooler than your current one? I know the UK doesn't have AC. It was, yeah. So the home office was cooler than this building significantly, which is probably why it was okay. But I did remember changing that setting, and I suspect that what's happened is I've not changed that setting back, and it's been disconnected from the power for so long that it just lost the settings internally. Yeah, $150 fan tilter. Yeah, like, guys, like it's literally resting on a GMK set on the floor. This is how ghetto this setup is. 7-degree angle fan. I think it's about 30 degrees. Thank you, Zui. Thank you for sending me the files. Thank you, dude. Pour some water on it, Flex. It says perfect. That's just what I need to do. Okay, right. How to have a janky stream with Jay. Just join Top Clack. Did he all F4 because the stream's lagging immensely? The good news is I've not had any dropped frames. And it's at 5,271 kilobits, and the lowest it's been is 4,956. So I don't think I'm dropping any frames. I don't think it's my end if that's happening. Let's have a look in Stream Manager. No, bitrate looks really good. Everything else looks fine. Brass fan heatsink, water cooled camera, can machine a water block. Salvin, can you get on that right now, please, dude? And then just FedEx it to me in the morning, and I'll just send you a couple $100, and we'll do it that way. The word ghetto comes to mind. Right, this is my most ghetto stream yet. I'm gently blowing in my direction. Thank you, Dale. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Flex, I'm gonna pour some water on you, man. That might cool you off, dude. Okay, cool. Right, let's try and carry on with the stream. It's been alright for like 10 minutes now. I think that might have been the challenge. I think that might have been the challenge we had to be. Okay, so build guide for this. So for you guys that don't know, there is a build guide for the Satisfaction 75. I'm following it there. Ooh, very nice. Thank you, Karcher. Thank you very much for the 14 months worth of subs. Really appreciate that, man. That means a lot to me, dude. So that's the guide I'm following there. So the first thing we need to do is install the OLED. We're going to use spacers to ensure the OLED ends up at the proper height. Simply drop the nylon screws in the hole circled below. Okay, so this is the second picture. So we need the USB port, and we're going to drop them. Ah, the camera has frozen. It has frozen. Man, you guys are supposed to be telling me when this happens. I'm going to bring the camera down a bit so it gets more into the fan air. Okay. Let's just do a really zoomed in stream. Let's just do a really close up stream. Let's not worry about the rest of the desk. Let's do this. Yeah, thanks, Fropsy. I already fixed it. Thank you, man, though. Thank you. I need to check and see, Hugh, if I can actually turn that off permanently. Oh, Crayon Eater. This is my first stream here. I'm sorry, man. The streams are not usually this janky. This is, like, really, really badly janky. Like, usually they're a little bit janky, but this is, like, the worst it's ever been. Yeah, well, I have got a metal frame around it, Salvin, so we could thread something onto this. It's full of threaded holes, is the camera rig, so we could absolutely machine something that would hold whatever we needed to out of brass, whether that be water cooling parts or whether it be a fan or whatever else. Jay's first stream ever. No, my first stream was actually alright. Your stream was highly praised by a friend. This is not usual. It's just really warm here in the UK, and we don't have warm weather, so I'm not prepared for it. It's as simple as that. It's a new situation. It's really warm overall at the minute, so it's okay. Thank you very much, Unicorn. Thank you. We're swapping the face cam and desk cam. If it gets really bad, I will do. The problem is the face cam is just a Brio, a Logitech Brio, so it's not amazing in low light, which I like to have here. Whereas this camera's pretty good in low light, as you can see. It's just shutting itself down, but it's never done this before, so I think it's just the temperature settings on the fan, and I do on the camera, and I do remember actually when I changed it last time there was a setting for off Huey, so I think that setting is there somewhere. I just need to find it. Okay. Anyway, let's crack on and see how it goes. So we're going to install the rubber, not the rubber, the nylon bump-ons here, and then we're going to put the case together. Okay, do you know what I've realised I've forgotten as well, guys? I've left my screwdrivers out in the bloody other room, so I'll need to go get those at some point. Be better when the temperature drops down to something normal. Absolutely. Is this top mount? Yes, but we're going to burger mount it. Okay. So. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to push these nylon screws, these here, nylon screws, through this hole, and then what we're going to do is we're going to tighten this standoff onto it. Nice. And we're going to do the same in the next hole. So I'm just pinning the screw in place and then screwing the standoff onto it. It's top mount, but you can also burger mount it. Flip the PCB around and install the spacers over the nylon screws. Done. Okay. Drop the OLED into the footprint for the LED. Nice. Okay. Okay, we've done that. Solder the OLED pins in its place. Be careful to keep it level and even with the spacer height. Okay, so let's do that. I'm just going to solder one pin for now, and then what we'll do is we'll make sure it's nice and level. And then once we know it's nice and level, I'll solder the remaining pins. The joys of living in a warm UK. Today's a cold day here. No, it's not a tray mount, it's a top mount case, guys. Top mount case. Okay. So I'm just going to solder one pin in, and then once that pin's soldered, okay, so that's now soldered in place. What we can do is we can actually make sure it's all aligned correctly. And then we can just reheat and reflow the solder on that pin. Okay, that's looking good. Now we can go ahead and resolder the remaining ones. There we go. Okay. That was nice and easy. Okay, so that's looking nice and level and square, so we should all be good. Top and burger mount. Yeah, you can have top mount, which is where you just screw the plate up into the top case, or you can have burger mount, where you put these little O-rings in between the plate and the case and the plate and the screw. So it goes either side of the plate. So you have the plate, and you have an O-ring, and you have an O-ring here, and then you have a screw that goes through all three. Okay, so that's the OLED installed. It's not quite level. Yeah. Let me just have another heat on this. I just want to make sure it is completely level. It's just slightly off. So I just want to make sure it's perfect. Because this is not my personal board, as I say, it is. Okay, much happier with that. There we go. As I watch this, I'm breaking in 17 switches. How fun. Hey man, there are worse things than breaking switches to be doing in keyboard world. Okay, let's see what the next thing is. Case disassembly. Okay, so now we have to take the case apart. And this is where I'm probably going to have to run outside and go and get a screwdriver because I forgot. Talk about jankiest stream ever. Yeah, okay. So give me 30 seconds, guys. I will be back with a screwdriver. There we go. We have lots of screwdrivers because I don't know which ones I'm going to need. So there we go. Give it to me. Someone take the board. Yeah. Now we take over. I was only gone for a minute. But we'll get there, guys. We are getting there. Well, the camera seems to be behaving now. I know I've said that it's going to freeze, isn't it? Nice, chill, but janky stream, right? That is the top Clack way. Okay, so that's the base taken off. Let's just put that to one side. I'm just going to tip this up and take the screws out. There we go. And we can take a look at the inside of the case, guys. This is the inside of the case. So you've got 3 screws here for the weight. And then you've got alignment tabs and pins all throughout this part of the case. It all sits together nicely. Looks pretty good. And then here, guys, you can see this is how the plate fits in. So it's top mount, but we are going to burger mount this. So between the screw and the plate, and then between the plate and the top case, we're going to put O-rings when we actually put it back together. Time to take the plate out. Okay. I feel slightly weird having the camera zoomed so far in. It's like you can see everything that I'm doing, guys, which isn't usually the case. Usually it's a little bit further out, and I can hide some of the things that I do. Now you'll see it all up close. That's fine. We'll be alright. Any key sets you're excited for this year, Jay? Yeah, quite a few. I'm quite a few excited to see a few get delivered. And I'm really excited to see some of the ones that are coming up. Some I can't talk about actually, but others I can. What hasn't run yet that I'm excited for? I think I'm really excited for McNoss's new set, Tidal. I'm not sure if he's decided if that's going to be GMK or something else yet, but that is really nice. Yeah. We are building the Satisfaction 75 Elmo. This is going to be with tangerine switches, and it's for someone who's watching called Dale, or Dr. Martinston. A very nice gentleman who reached out to me and asked me to build this for him. First board that we are not building for me personally in a long while. Usually most of my builds are personal ones. This one is not. It's exciting and interesting all at the same time. Man, this plate has a lot of screws to it. There we go. Now we can take the plate out. And you can see here there's lots of cutouts internally here for the LCD. This is for the rotary encoder switches. You can see the little bumps for the alignment pins are here as well. All really rather cool and interesting. So I'll pop that to one side. We can get that back when we're ready for it. Okay, back to his guide. Okay, so now it is time for the stabilizers. So we are going to put the stabilizers in the board in just 1 minute. Now this is a fixed bottom row plate, or certainly on the left hand side of it is. So I think Dr. Martinston, we may have to resort to whatever it allows us to use. Now that looks like a 6.25U spacebar, but we shall see. Okay, so yes, we are restricted to a 6.25U spacebar. Okay, what other stabilizers do we need for this? Well, we need a full backspace, so we need 2 inserts and a wire and 2 housings. Then we've got the spacebar with 2 housings and 2 inserts. Then we need one for the ANSI enter, again with 2 housings and 2 inserts. And then we also need one for the right shift, the left shift even. So we've got a wire, 2 housings and 2 inserts, and then we've got screws as well. Okay. We don't need the 7U wire as well. There we go. Love the ultramarine subs. These are some of my favorite looking stabilizers in the hobby right now. The color is so nice. Like, look how cool that color is, guys. Focus. Focus, please. Look how cool that color is. And the fact that the inserts are opaque when the housing is translucent just looks really nice together. Just such a good combo. Typical. Drops it on the floor. Luckily, I've got a spare and I can grab that later. Oh man, today's stream, right? I don't know what I could do that'd make this go any worse. This has to be the most janky stream I've pulled in a long time. My word. My word, guys. I'm kind of disappointed for you, not just for me, because this is so janky. Okay, let's let's lube these stabilizers up, and at least see if we can get that far. It's not that bad. It is really bad. What do I have in store for that rotary? That's entirely up to the owner of the board, man. The camera doesn't obey me today. Like, I've been telling it to do things all night, and it's been disobeying. So, okay. This is where I realised that. What did I do with my lube? See, this is the thing, right, guys? It's one of those days today where I literally had. There it is. It's just in the drawer. I just hadn't got it out. Okay, so we're going to be lubing these with dielectric grease because it's nice and thick, and it will dampen these stabilizers pretty nicely. So just brushing it on to the wires here. Aim here is not to put too much on, but to make sure that we eliminate any rattle. So we're going to go fairly thick, but you don't want to go so thick that it actually stops the key returning. Okay, we're going to go around the corner a little bit. So we're going to go around this corner, and the reason why we're doing that is just to make sure it eliminates any rattle where it clips in. We're going to insert that into the second of the two holes, the bottom of the two holes on the insert. So on the insert, it's got two holes on the front. Let me show you. So you can see here, it's got two holes. You want to go into the bottom one, where you can see right the way through, not the top one. Now that's done, we can lube the other side, and then we'll put the other stabilizer on, the other housing on, and then we'll lube the slider rails. Again, we want a nice amount so it eliminates any rattle. You don't have to put too much on. You don't want to restrict the movement of the stabilizer. Okay, into the bottom hole and then clip into the front. Nice and easy. Now we've done that, we've still got plenty of lube on the brush. What we're going to do is just lube the sliders lightly. We're going to do that on both sides. We're going to do the other one. There's still plenty of lube on our brush. And then once that's done, we're going to take a small blob and we're going to put that into the rear of the switch, to the rear of the stab. And we're going to do that on both sides. Okay. Then we're going to take another small blob and we're going to run it just up the inside of the stab as well. And the same on the other side. And that's one stabilizer done. So now we can move on to the others. Those ultramarine stabs look like some of the Lego parts from some of the older models they used to. That's a good shout, they do actually. Yes, you're absolutely right. Jankiness makes everything interesting. Man, I'm glad you think so. Oh, and Hamdawadi loves Zapri as well, so that's so cute. Oh, nice. That makes me happy. Any way to replace stabs without desoldering? Not really. It's so difficult to do. Desoldering will save you a ton of time in the long run. I would always recommend desoldering before trying to bend stabs in and out of a board. You risk damaging the PCB, switches, the stabilizers themselves, the plate. Much easier to just replace them by desoldering the board, I'm afraid. Okay. Still using a good amount of lube, guys. I love how Jay tells the camera to focus. Good comment. Good comment. All you're missing is a beer or stronger. Man, I could do with a beer right now. This stream is stressing me out. Like, it's just been so janky. This is so much worse than any other stream I've ever done. Have you tried heat shrink twice? I have. I dislike that. It feels weird, and I'm not a fan. I would not do that on any of my personal builds. What lube am I using? This is just dielectric grease, a nice thick version of dielectric grease, just from Amazon. It's just a local one from Amazon. If you're really interested, I can show you the tube, what it came from, so you can look for the same brand. Okay, that's 2 done. So we've got backspace, A and SI enter done. Now we just need to do the space bar, and then we can do the left shift. Beers and Iron Brew will be sent as a token of my appreciation, Jay. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. You don't have to do that, though. It's fine. I don't expect gifts. No. I do this because I love it. And it's always nice to help a good person get a nice keyboard at the end of the day. In before now, someone who I've turned down a build stream complains and says, am I not a nice person? That's what's going to happen, right? Someone's going to claim that right now. Guarantee it, within the next minute or two, someone's going to say, but you turned me down for a build stream. Does that mean I'm not a nice person? Did you ever experience some problems with the light grey MX Master getting dirty easily? Not really. I mean, it's got a thumbprint here, but that's because I had curry sauce in my hand and didn't realise. Other than that, like, no. Like, I just can't get rid of that thumbprint. Yeah, it was like a drunken thing. Yeah, other than that, it's clean. No issues with it. It's been fine for 4 or 5 months. Okay. Is Iron Brew used in any alcohol mixes? I've been known to use it as a mixer myself in the past when I was younger, but no, not usually. Tizer is also a good option for alcohol mixes if you're young, but not so much when you're my age. Yeah, I don't really game Zapri, so anything for me is based around productivity. I use my MX Master for pretty much everything. I have an MX Master 2 at home, and an MX Master here at the lockup, 3 at the lockup. Carbonator, thank you very, very much for the Twitch Prime sub, dude. Really appreciate it. Thank you, man. Okay, almost through with this stab. And then, oh, way too much loop there. And then once this one's done, we can do the final one. And then we can move on to actually getting this build done. There we go, that's the spacebar done. What's the little LCD for? It shows you information about what you're doing on the board. So it shows you what layer you're on, or you can use it to show certain elements from QMK. I think someone's even written a mod that shows you how many words per minute you're typing, that kind of stuff as well. Just Bagel says, are you from the north of England? I am indeed, good sir. I live in West Yorkshire. I've lived here all my life. I was born in Leeds. Don't live there any longer, sadly, but I'm still in West Yorkshire, which is in the north of England. Not the north of the UK, specifically, but the north of England, definitely. Keep up the good work and hyped for my GMK Bleach. Nice, man. Yeah, I'm really excited for Bleach to get delivered as well. I'm hoping that it's going to be really nice. I know that the designer's hyped for it as well. Yeah, very nice. J Sat 75 build, awesome. Yeah, okay, camera's frozen again. Yeah, I see. It worked for like half an hour. Yeah, I've seen it, yeah. It worked for like half an hour. I think it might actually be a software issue because when it used to freeze like that, the actual LCD on the camera used to freeze, and right now the LCD on the camera isn't freezing; it's still showing stuff. It's only the display that's freezing. So I'm wondering if it's not the camera. I'm wondering if it's something else in my setup. I should move my home PC down here and try streaming from that next week and see if that fixes it. Just like change out the PC and see if it's a PC issue. Could be. Stoked for this one. Thanks, man. Maybe a HDMI timeout? Maybe. Maybe it needs a firmware update. Maybe. I wonder if there is a HDMI timeout. I don't think it's on a timer though, because it does it randomly. Thank you very much, Static Age, for the subscription. Now 2 months. Thank you, dude. That's awesome. Thank you very much. If you guys can hear that occasional bleeping in the background, it's my PS4. Man, that thing is janky as hell. It keeps giving me the disc eject noise randomly, even when it's turned off. Do know what's causing that. That's just like bizarre. Everything is cursed at the minute. Everything. There it goes again. There it goes again. I have no idea what's causing it either. Like, there's no disc in it. It's actually turned off, like powered off. It's not unplugged from the wall, obviously, but it's actually powered off and it still does it. Okay, there we go. That's all of our stabilizers looped. We can move the loop to one side. There we go. No music today. There is music playing. Can you guys not hear it? There you go. All I'm hearing is that Jay's life is just jank as... Yeah, well, right now it is, and I don't know why. I don't know what's causing it. Like it's a mile up the road. It's literally just 1 mile, and it's all different. Okay, now it's time for us to install these stabilizers. So for the spacebar, which we're going to do first, we need to use this hole here. So that's going to go in there like so. And like so. Just check that all aligns. There we go, that's looking good. Whew. What colour is the case? The case is stormy grey, but it's a really nice like grey blue colour. It's absolutely lovely. When you're screwing these in, guys, just remember you don't want to over tighten. You're not trying to kill the stabilizer or crush the PCB. You only want to go finger tight. Don't over tighten your stabilizers. Just go until you feel a bit of tension, and then just do a quarter turn more, and you should be okay. Now we've got the easy ones to install. We've got the backspace. It says the easy ones to install. Can't get it in. And then once we've done this, we've got the ANSI enter and a few others to do. We've got the left shift as well, and then we're done. It's time to move on to some switches. And once we put the switches in, I think it'll be time for us to take a look at graying. Do you guys want to see a close-up of Infinikey graying? Now that it's shipping out on Monday, I figured it might be worthwhile showing you guys what it actually looks like. Okay, time for the ANSI enter. Want to see the legends? Cool. Okay, well let's get the stabilizers in. Let's put the switches into the plate, And then we will take a look at Infinity Gran, or Grain as it's known, and we'll see what you guys think. Ooh, very nice. A Coinstorm. Thank you very much for the 3 months of subscriptions, dude. He says, how's your day been, Jay? Today, my day's been pretty busy. I got up this morning, did some website stuff. Had to make a few changes, which was fun. Once that was done, I had a coffee and lubed some switches at the same time. If you guys have seen my Insta, you'll have seen a picture of that after it was done. I rewarded myself with a second coffee to congratulate myself for lubing all the switches. Since then, I've watched the Formula One, which was great. Max Verstappen had a great race. Alex Albon was doing some amazing overtakes, but got shafted by strategy. Oops, drop that screw as well. Very nice. Huey, thank you very much for the 12 months of subscriptions. A whole year, dude. It is your top Clack birthday, so congratulations on that, my dude. Yeah, the race was good. Alex Albon was shafted by strategy. Leclerc was incredibly unlucky with his engine and then his subsequent retirement. But yeah, it was a great race overall. Really, really good race. 2 coffees, mad lad. I know, right? I only usually have 1 decent coffee a day. Today I had 2. Yeah, it was good. Gran, yes. Infinity Gran. Okay, let's get the plate in place now. Make sure everything is going to align nice and neatly. Okay, it feels a little bit tight. So it's incredibly tight around these spacebar stabilizers. There we go. That's it. There we go. There we go. That's better. That's now all sat flush. Time to put the switches in. I too had 2 coffees. Nice. Coffee is good. Oh man, these are so tight in this plate. I feel like I'm going to have an absolute pain of a time getting these in. Man, this is going to be a long build. I can already feel it, guys. I can already feel it. This is going to take some doing. Get ready, guys. It's going to be a 6-hour build stream, is this? 6-hour janky as hell build stream. Just have a coffee in the morning and top up with technically 6 cups of tea. You see, you love to see it. I'm not really a big tea drinker. I don't really drink tea much. I like it, but I don't drink it very much. Rip thumbs. It's going to be one of those streams, guys. I'm going to have a... So I remember last time I did a brass plate and I put Holy Pandas in it. I actually had a massive blister on my thumb the next day. I feel like today is going to be one of those days. How do you normally make a coffee? V60 Chemex coffee maker. I have a Sage Barista Pro, which is a good coffee machine. It's got a reasonably good burr grinder included in the package, so I use that. And it's pretty good. I enjoy it. I get a good pull of coffee out of it usually. So do espresso, and then usually in the morning I'll have a latte, and then after that it's just espressos with a glass of water. But today I rebelled and had 2 lattes, so I went absolutely wild. Man, this plate is so tight. A man of espresso, I see. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Yeah. Unicorn has 2 cups of French press in the morning. Nice, dude. Nice. That sounds nice. Jay's the double latte mad lad. Absolutely. Why not put the switches in first? Yeah, like when you're building a house, right? Build the roof first. Then you don't get wet while you're putting the rest of it up. Yeah, the Singer is a tough build, or it can be if you're using anything that's particularly stiff to push in switch-wise. I feel like this is going to go okay. Once we get it going, I think it'll be alright. Okay, it's looking okay. I have a hate. Hey, Shichin, thank you very much for joining, man. Good to see you. I have a love-hate with tight ass plates. Absolutely, man. Like, I don't know, like I prefer it when the plate's got a little bit of slack to it, so you can actually, you know, fit things properly. But I get why people like tight plates. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. This is why I like POM plates, but they can be a bit too loose. This is why I like carbon fiber. It's never too loose. It's always just right. Clips in nicely. Nah, there's reasons for all plate materials. Whoops. Do you know, it'd be really janky now, guys, as well. Like, if I hadn't lubed enough switches and there wasn't enough switches on here to fill the rest of this board, that would be really janky right now. Okay, so I am going to have to do something a little bit janky just here. I'm just trying to lift up the plate a little bit whilst I put the switch in, because the switch isn't sat in the plate properly. There we go. Okay, that's awesome. E8.5 shipping soon too, so excited. Yes, once the group buy shipped, I'll be giving away my E8.5 that I received from Exclusive a few months ago. I think I built it on stream, but I'm going to wait until the group buy ships and then I'm going to give that board away. Yeah, we'll wait until they're all shipped and then I'll give it away. Yeah, I always promised I'd give it away, so I will do exactly that. I just want to wait for the group buy to ship, and then someone's not getting the board like before people in the group buy. That's all. But once the group buy is out there, then I think it's fair game. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Camera. Yeah, got it. Yeah, I got it. I'm here. There we go, we're back. Thanks, guys. You realised before I did this time. we do another raffle where I buy tickets like we donated before for the J boards. That was really fun to do. Yeah, it was hugely fun. We could do something like that again later on this year. Maybe for something different. I don't know. Maybe for, I don't know. We could do it for a keyboard or a key set or both, or like, I really don't know. But yeah, we should do something like that again, dude. You're right. That was good fun, and it raised a ton of money, which was great. So the challenge I'm having here is making sure that the switches are fully in the plate and in the PCB as well. Like, there we go. What's your thoughts on the Protozoa boards? I haven't actually tried them. I've never actually had one or seen one up close. So I don't really have any thoughts or comments on them, I'm afraid. Okay, now we need to get this top part in place. Man, it's really raining here as well now. Don't know if you guys can hear that in the background, but like, it's really raining. Yeah, you can use QMK in Linux. I've never used it in Linux, I'll be honest, but I know you can do it. I've spoken to a few people that have. Oof. Man, my thumbs. Look at that. Blister time. Elmo dropping big brain knowledge out here. I hope you guys realize how hard it is to get these switches in place. This is really tough. Like, generally really tough. But we get there. We get in there. Rip your thumbs, mate. I'm sorry. Man, it's fine, dude. It's fine. These are chunky switches, and it's a really tight plate and a really tight PCB. It's good though. Once we're done, right? We can do something a little bit more fun than destroy my thumbs, and we can look at Infinity Gran. And then once that's done, we can also take a look at the FLX Virgo, but we'll probably do that after the build's complete. So we'll unbox the FLX Virgo after I finish this build completely. So I'm just checking to make sure that the switches are all fully embedded in the plate, just to make sure it's not going to go anywhere and that it's all fine. Gran! Yeah, Infinity Gran. Okay, so we're going step caps lock for this build at the customer's request. Good choice. I'm trying to use it in Pop OS, but no luck. I ended up bringing it in VM. Yeah, reach out to the QMK Discord, dude. I'm sure that people there will be able to help you. Whew, that one was tight. And there goes the PlayStation again. I heard that through my headphones, which is very frustrating. Okay, we're almost there now, guys. We're almost there now. Oh, those are the best ones, the ones that just pop in and just go in. Like that. That's what you want. That makes it easier. There we go. We're building up some steam now, guys. This is starting to go quite well. He says before the next one bends a pin and then never comes out of the plate, and satisfying clunk, right? Bent pin, just fixing that. There we go. Okay, so we are going to have enough switches. That's the good news. The next bit of news is that we need to decide, Dale, how you want this layout to go here. Do you want 3 1U switches or do you want 2 1.5U switches? That is the question. Yeah, the Kingdom Decay Discord is massive, yeah. I love the sound of rain, Zapri, especially while falling asleep. Yeah. Frozen camera, nice. Frozy boy, yeah. Zui is on power today with that. Oh. There we go. Okay, great. Right. So, Dr. Martinston, Dale, you need to decide whether you want 3 1U switches or whether you want 2 1.5U switches in this area here. That's what we need to decide. Oh, wait. Is that what the layout offers? Let's have a look. Yeah, 2 1.5U switches, yeah. I think that would be the way to do it, but this is up to Dale. Yagbats, thank you very much for joining the stream, man. Welcome. Good evening. Okay, so Dale is not responding. He's not replying. Oh, we'll go 2 1.5U switches. There he is. Cool. I think that they will go like that. I think that's correct. Whew. Well, we had some spare switches, guys. I did lube enough. That's the good news. Right. Now, let's check that everything is lined up correctly. So, all looking nice and neat and even there. He says, double checking. All looking nice and even down at that side. Apart from at the front here, we're just going to have to put a little bit of pressure just on the front as we solder that pin in place. Not quite sure what's causing that. Let's see. Okay. Front. Switch slightly out. Switch is slightly out of alignment here. There we go. Okay. I think we're good. I think that's fixed this side as well a little bit. Just needs a tiny bit of pressure just on here. Just on this side here. Just to nip it together when we solder it. But other than that, we'll be all good. And on the spacebar as well. Like, we just need to put a little bit of pressure down while we're doing that. Okay. Now it's time to check for bent pins. I'm just going switch by switch. Just checking for bent pins. We've got 1 bent pin here. Another bent pin there. Wow. 2. Just coming along, just checking all of these for bent pins. Another bent pin there, so let's get these out first. Glad we leave more switches than we needed. Okay, there's a couple in the top row as well. There we go. Okay, so that's those done. Let's carry on, just checking for bent pins, just making sure. Oh, another one there, jeez. This is what happens sometimes when the plates are really, really tough to push the switches in. You have to force them so hard that you can't feel the pins bending. But it's okay, we can fix this. Another one here. Man, this is way more than normal. Jankiest build ever, guys. Jankiest build ever. But we're fixing it, we're making it right. I've never had this many bent pins. Luckily, we can fix it all. Okay. Okay, almost there now, guys. Just got a couple more to check. Okay, we're good. Right. Okay, let's fix these now. Let's fix these bent pins. You can just see, guys, the pins just folded over as we pushed it in. Dead easy to fix. We're just going to pry them back up and then pop the switch back in. ISO gang, ISO gang, ISO gang. Yeah, I'm an ISO user, but this board isn't ISO. This board is ANSI only because that's all that this plate supports, I'm afraid. Gigi Lagardi. Hey man, good to see you. World like a cinnamon roll. Wow. Porcupine says, any cheap desoldering gun you recommend? They're pretty expensive apart from this Dura tool I found on Amazon. Like, I've tried a few, and I like my really cheap £75 one off of £75 one off of Amazon. Not Amazon, eBay. Like I have the Hako, but I just vastly prefer this other one, this really cheap one that most people would overlook. It's just quicker, easier. It has a proper gun style handle. I just really like it. I think that was Flex that gifted you the sub as well, man. So say thank you to Flex, man. I'm pretty sure it was him that gifted out the subs. Jampot's here as well. He says hi, Jay. Hey, Jampot. Good to see you, man. Okay, almost there now. And then we'll take a look at Infinity Gran. We'll get Gran up on stream. Okay, so there we go, guys. That's all the bent pins fixed. This is now ready for soldering, which we'll do in just 1 second. Before we do that, though, a few people have asked to see Infinity Gran up close. So this is it, guys. This is I've been using this set for about 2.5 weeks now on my Iron 165 FE. So there you go. You can see the colours, the legends. Ooh, very nice. Thank you very much to Hamdawadi for the Twitch Prime sub. But there you go, guys. This is Infinity Gran. Yes, the arrow key legends are a little bit high on the left and right ones. Apparently that was a designer decision, so there we go. I'm comfortable with that. Zoom in on the legends. I mean, how close do you want me to go? Like, so that's about as close as I can get in it focus. Tell me what you're looking for, dude. But this is a set that's been used heavily for about 2 weeks. There you go. The control code and alt legends are all lined up horizontally. If you look at that, they're all aligned centrally across the cap. Legends are pretty crisp and clean and even. There you go. Let me know what you think, guys. Grayan is the Only Infinity set I have to hand right now, I'm afraid. That's the only one I have on hand. I don't have any of the other ones. Carbonator, how much was it? I think in group it was like $90 or something like that. I'd have to check, but I do have extras for sale in the next couple of weeks, but those will go up on the site. J ASMR, I'm wet now. Do you need a towel? I don't know. I'm not really good at the ASMR stuff, but there we go. So that's Infinity Gran. I really like the colours. I genuinely really like the colours. I wouldn't use it if I didn't like it, but as you can see, it's really nice, and it's just been sat there daily use for the past couple of weeks for keyboard stuff. Yeah, big fan. Any colour fading issues on the spacebar? No, like someone showed some pictures of this, and I think it's just a light thing in the pictures because there's no colour fading on that spacebar. Like, it's greying all the way down. Look. Okay, camera, please focus. It's greying all the way down, folks. So I did have a slight problem with the red space bars, but they weren't. So like, say this is a space bar. It's not a space bar, but say it is a space bar. Most space bars you see if it's on the board like this, most space bars are bent like that, right? And none of the Infinity ones have been bent. They've all been straight. What has happened is they've almost had the red one had a smile to it this way, so if it's installed like that on the board, had a little bit of a smile that way. So there we go. Yeah, all of the grain sets that I'm shipping out are sat behind me, ready to go. Through that wall, there is a big cabinet that's got about, well, I don't know, loads of packages on it ready to ship out. The only ones that aren't waiting to ship at the minute are the ones with the desk mats, because I don't have the desk mats on hand, so I can't post them yet. As soon as the desk mats arrive, they'll go out as well. Okay, So, time to do some soldering. Yeah, Misubi's looking good. Like, really good. Okay, guys, so we're at that point in the stream now where I'm going to solder all of my switches. Whilst I'm soldering all of these switches, I want you guys to ask me questions. I don't want you guys to ask me questions about anything you would like. So I want questions about cars, I want questions about food, I want questions about lifestyle, I want questions about hobbies, I want questions about technology, I want questions about keyboards. You tag me at TopClack and ask your questions, and whilst I'm soldering, I'll be as completely open and honest as I can with you about any question that you ask. If you ask a question, I guarantee that if I can answer it, I will give you the most open and honest answer I can give. So get ready to ask away, guys. Tag me with @TopClack and ask your question. Hot lemon tea. How could I not read that? It says, did I get a Con 165? Yes, I did get a Con 1. I'm waiting for it to ship. I got the green version, and I hear that they should be shipping relatively soon. I don't know if Salvin's still watching and if he can comment on that, but I believe they should be shipping relatively soon. Okay, I'm just going to solder a switch in each of the 4 corners here, guys. Just going to make sure that this one is fully in place. There we go. Then once we've done the 4 corners, I'm just going to do 2 in the center as well. And then we're just going to go row by row. So as soon as I finish soldering this next switch, in fact, we're going to do it up here actually, I think. I will start to answer your questions. Okay, Static Age says at TopClack, when is your favorite place to go on holiday? When? I assume you mean where and not when. Where? I really enjoyed Lanzarote. I really enjoyed Florida. I really enjoyed Seattle last summer. It's really difficult to pick any one place. Can I be really cheesy and say something like wherever my wife is? Because she's the one that always books our holidays, and she's the one that always plans them and everything else. I just kind of like don't do any of that stuff. I just leave it all to her because she's amazing and beautiful and wonderful. But yeah, like I like to just go away and just relax and chill out, but I feel like I need to be active on holiday as well, so I like to just do whatever she wants to do and go with that. Okay. Probably sounds really cheesy, and I'm sorry if it does, but it's not a cop-out answer, it's generally true. I don't think I've ever had a bad holiday though. I think I've been to Egypt. That was really interesting, but the holiday itself was terrible because the hotel was rubbish, and I really disliked where we were staying. But like the country itself was amazing, and the people were so nice as well there. Okay, second question comes from SCK Online. Says, how much money did you already put into the Z? Oh man, I don't have a rolling total. I couldn't tell you an exact monetary amount. Suffice it to say, lots. I don't know. Maybe like £20,000 plus the cost of the car, something like that. I don't know. Like, I've had the car for about 7 or 8 years now. It took me a few years to restore it. It's so hard to put a number on that. Like, I genuinely don't know. Like, I mean, do I include fuel in those costs? Because I've spent a ton on fuel. Oil, you know, spare parts. Like, I've got a garage full of spare parts that aren't actually on the car. Do I count those? Like, I don't know. It's very difficult to give you a number on that. Suffice it to say, it's not a small amount though. I've spent a fair amount on it. We'll go with that one. TopClack, do you believe in aliens? Heh, says Porcupine. Okay, so I think there's 2 sides to this question. One, do I believe that there's life out there in space? Yes, almost overwhelmingly so. There is just too much space and too much universe to not have life out there somewhere, is my genuine belief. the tricky part comes when people mention aliens. They tend to suggest sentient beings and sentient creatures. I think that's probably like a 50-50 chance. I have no idea if there's any other sentient creatures out there, but I do believe that one day we'll find microbial life or single-celled life on at least one other extrasolar objects. Anything outside of the Earth, like an asteroid, or probably the moons of Titan or Ganymede or something like that. I don't think we'll find anything on Mars. I don't think we'll find anything on the Moon. But yeah, some of the other places have got a real chance. Titan especially, like the moons of Titan, there's a really good chance there. Have you ever had pho thoughts? Yes, I love pho. Like, we don't get enough good Vietnamese food here in the UK, but there is a really good place in Leeds that does some nice pho. And I try and go as often as I can. I haven't been this year because of COVID, but yeah, I've been loads of times over the years. It's actually just called pho as well. It's just the name of it. It's great. Nothing better than getting a nice big bowl of like fish pho with some like fresh chili thrown on top. All over that. Let's see what the next question is. Next question. Kellen357 says, car question. The UK has way better wagon estate style cars than the US. Do you like wagons and anyone in particular? I've got a real thing for vintage cars. I actually want a vintage Datsun wagon. That's kind of like one of the things I really want in life. I just haven't found one yet. But yeah, Subaru Foresters are great as well. I would love one of those. I think they're great cars. Did we miss a bent pin here? Yeah, okay, so we have a bent pin. We can fix that afterwards. Remind me, guys, go back and fix the bent pin. We missed that one. But yeah, I like estate style cars or wagons, whatever you want to call them. I like pickup trucks as well. I've just recently acquired a new pickup truck. And a classic one at that. Okay. If making a living is the main reason behind going out to make keyboards, I personally don't think you should do that. What? Yeah, I don't make any money off of keyboards. Like any money the business makes, I don't take a penny out of it personally. Like prototypist keyboards, the money all gets plugged back in. 100% of the money gets plugged back in to pay for prototypes, to pay for new products, to pay for, to help people get prototypes of their own and pay for them. Like, that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, it's there to help people get the products that they want. It's not for my personal gain, at least not now. Like I don't take any money out of it. I've got a good salary from my day job that pays the bills, and it will continue to do for the foreseeable future. There's no plans of me to take any money out of prototypists personally. Like, I don't pay myself a salary. I don't have any employees technically. It just exists with me as like the owner of the company. But yeah. If that was the question, that's not it. Jump Up says, how did the Argyle proto turn out? Am I allowed to ask if you had any fitment issues? No fitment issues. Everything was clear. A couple of issues with the PCB. Yankar put stepped caps lock in the wrong place, but that's now been fixed. And there was an issue with one of the plate designs whereby you couldn't do split right shift. That's also now been fixed. Other than that, no. But that's why we prototype, right? You've got to try and find these issues, try and find the mistakes, try and find the worry beads. And use Protos to identify those and move on. It's actually just in the warehouse behind me at the minute. Okay. Poagen says, saying my wife leads the way for fun and excitement. Yeah, man. Like, my wife does it too. Like, she just does everything like that. She's great. She's amazing. I don't deserve her. Okay, let's scroll down. Come on, guys. We need more questions. I'm not even halfway through soldering this yet. So, you sound like a good husband, not going to lie. Hey, I am never at home. I'm always here or at the day job, which I do from here as well. So, I'm always here up at the warehouse. I try and be a good husband, but I'm probably not. Did you go to Caesar Manrique's house in Lanzarote? No, I don't know who that is. Sorry. Hey, pretty board. I'm not pretty, but thank you very much for the compliment, man. I'll take that. Okay, come on, guys. I need more questions to answer. We've got half the board left to solder. We've got 3 whole rows left to go. Get your questions in, guys. You can ask anything you like. Anything at all. I'm an open book, guys. Ask away. The US government already admitted to UFOs being crafts not built on this planet, so there's that. I don't think they've admitted that, have they? Oh, Moons of Titan. Sorry, I mean the Moon Titan. Sorry, GG Lagardi. Are we going to find the hive there? Good Destiny reference, though. I like that. I hope so. But yeah, the Titan as the moon itself, I think, is where we're most likely to find microbial life. Probably just single cell, but you never know. There might be multiple celled creatures there. We'll have to see. Damage Point says, my boy, come to Arizona, I'll make you pot of pho like I did Clay. Man, I would love to. If I'm ever in Arizona, dude, I'm gonna come and see you, man, because your cooking always looks on point, and I love good food. Food is, yeah, I love good food. I also love really crap food as well, like takeaway, because I'm terrible. Camera's still going out at random intervals. It's been alright for a little bit. Porcupine says, have you 3D printed something crazy recently? Not really, not anything crazy. I 3D printed a base for a profit board for someone. So someone had a profit, but only the top, and they wanted to display it off. Max West Foxtrot or Cable Car Designs. He shared with them the file for the base. And he asked me if I could 3D print one. I said I'd give it a go. I 3D printed it. It came out alright. I'd give it like 8 out of 10. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't terrible. I just sent it to him. I wasn't going to charge him or anything for it. But yeah, I think that was alright. That's probably the craziest thing I've printed recently. The rest of it is just mini JO2s and stem holders and switch openers and stuff for gifts for people who buy things from my store. Simple as that. Does P equal NP? I don't think anyone's proven that yet, so I'm gonna go with no until someone proves it. Boxers or briefs? Boxers. Orange versus black, Alex. Oh man, like I want both, but probably go for the orange. Like if I had to pick, I'd just probably go for the orange. But the black is so ghostly and surreal. Like it's genuinely a tough decision to decide. Favorite game and book. I think if I had to pick my favorite video game, it would probably be the original Final Fantasy VII, with Destiny 1 and 2 in a hot second. Although I haven't played Destiny 2 since the first expansion of the Osiris expansion came out. I do miss that game, and I need a Fire team to play it with me on PS4 at some point. If you mean board game, I'm a big fan of Trivial Pursuit. I really enjoy that game. I like to think I'm quite good at it, and I also really enjoy Risk as well. Favorite book? I've probably got a few favorite books. I couldn't narrow it down to one. I'm a huge fan of the Iliad and the Odyssey from Homer. They both classical books, but they're really good. Also really enjoy Catcher in the Rye. Most of you on here have probably read that for school at some point, but it's just genuinely a good book. J.D. Salinger is like an exceptionally good writer. And then of course there's the Game of Thrones books as well, the series of those. Really enjoy those. Hoping that the Winds of Winter gets released at some point soon, because I do love a good fantasy book. The Shannara Chronicles always means a lot to me as well. Yeah. With Prototypist, are there any types of designs that you will not have made? Like I'll try and make whatever I can for people and try and help them get whatever they want and need. The only rule is I have to kind of at least have some passing inkling to like it. Like I'm not going to work on a project that I don't find interesting or useful. So I think that's the only stipulation I have, is that I have to actually actively like the project and want to be involved in it. Because there's no point in me working on something that I wouldn't enjoy. But yeah, I'm open to talking with anyone about anything. Did you ever attend a Top Gear live show? No, I applied for tickets quite a few times. Never got one. What's my day job? I work for a financial institution as a senior program manager stroke product owner. I've done that for about 15 years, always within kind of like a change function, managing usually heavy infrastructure, and usually with some sort of technology spin on it. But more recently, I've been stepping away from the technology aspect and looking at some other aspects for the company I work for. Okay, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of finicky soldering here. What I'm going to have to do is solder that switch in. Then I'm going to have to apply pressure, reheat it, and I don't know if you heard that click, but that was it dropping it back into space correctly. Okay. Right, let's try and do some quick hit ones. What keyboard am I most looking forward to? Probably the FLX right now. I definitely want to buy one of those. Eldar one says sci-fi tech that you're most looking forward to. Sci-fi tech. Tough one. Like, teleportation is always cool, but I see it as being like a death machine. I don't know how you get around that. I think being able to alter human consciousness and memory and bring back people's lives, so suffering with Alzheimer's and stuff like that, I think that's probably the next big leap in technology I'd like to see. If a board dings up easily, is that due to material anodization finish or something else? It depends on the board, right? And it depends on what's dinged it. Like, if you've just dropped it on the floor, it's going to damage it. It's aluminium, right? It's soft metal. It's not going to hurt it. If it's just a scratch, then it could be the fact that the anodization's not being done correctly or anything else. You know, 1,000 factors. All depends on what it is. Space Cable says, "What's up?" The sky. I'm sorry, I'm sarcastic. What's my favorite Linux distro? I haven't used Linux for a number of years. I'm probably way out of line when it comes to deciding which distros people should or shouldn't use. Back in the day, it was either Gen 2 or Red Hat, but this is like the early 2000s, and I've not really touched it since. So, yeah, I couldn't say. FreeBSD was good in the day as well. I'm not sure if that's still around. Blind Panda says, would you ever use mod-colored spacebar, and if so, which sets would you do it with? Mod-colored spacebar? Olivia. No, that's accent-colored. Carbon, maybe? Might work with carbon. I don't know. Mod-colored spacebar is a weird one. I tell you what, 9s. I will use the mod-colored spacebar with 9s. There you go. Okay, right. We've soldered everything, but we do have one switch to fix. You guys were supposed to remind me that I needed to desolder this because I had a bent pin, and you guys didn't. You failed. You just didn't tell me. So I'm slightly disappointed in you guys, but you know what? We're going to fix it anyway. Let's see if we can prise this switch out. No, that's not having it. Why is that not working? Man, I do hate these IC pullers. They're not the greatest thing in the world for pulling switches out of the board. Okay. Okay, I can't get this out. Man, that's in there tight. I'm bending the switch puller, trying to drag this switch out. There we go, that's got it. Whew, that was tight. Right, that one is probably a little bit messed up, so we'll take another switch. We'll use another switch instead. Okay. There we go. Okay, now to resolder that on. And there we go. Still think we've got some more soldering to do, guys. I think we need to do the rotary encoder next, which I have got somewhere. So let's see if I can find that. The camera's frozen. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Camera committed seppuku again. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for calling it out, guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, I got that. I was concentrating on getting the pin out. I had 3,500 hours in Destiny 1 at Top Clack. Yeah, I had about that, I think. I had about, yeah, something like 3,000 hours in Destiny 1, about 900 in Destiny 2. Hopefully he's finishing that book, yeah. OGR is not happening. OGR is happening, yeah. OGR is definitely happening. Doctor Who, Doctor Strange, Doctor Who. What have you done with the Dolch pack so far? Nothing. Since the last stream, it's sat out there. It hasn't moved. I just haven't found the time to look at it. But yeah. You surprised me with using Gateron. Sorry, Gen 2, a man of culture. I thought you said Gateron then. I misread that. Thank you, man. It was a long time ago. Thoughts on lewd mats? Not for me. PCB cam is now working again. Yeah. He's dead, Jim. Absolutely. James. Welcome, James. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining, James. I know you're very busy today, so thank you very much for joining. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you. I hope everything's okay. Kay said, Campros, it's back. Don't worry, it's back. Right, now I need to work out how to fit the rotary encoder. Put the rotary encoder in the foot point and solder it in. Okay, that sounds dead easy. Sounds dead easy. Is it dead easy? No, it's not dead easy, guys. Why is it not easy? Probably because I'm being slightly paranoid with it. I'm not getting it lined up quite correctly. Okay. Somehow we have bent 2 pins on it. Oh my gosh, how did we damage that so badly? Okay guys, we'll get this sorted. Who dare mention the OGR? The OGR is definitely 100% happening. Even if I have to drag it out of James's cold, dead hands, it is happening. It's just up to James when. We will get it sorted sooner or later. We always do. Right. We're waiting on Salvin right now. Yeah, but it's fun to blame you, James. It's fun to blame you. Oh, have we got it? There we go. We've got it, guys. We have got it. It is in. So now we're going to quickly solder this. Come on. There we go. All soldered in. So now guys, now it's time to test the PCB. Make sure everything works from that perspective. There we go guys, it's all installed. Rotary encoder nicely installed as well. All looking good. Time to test the PCB and make sure it all works. Waiting on Salvin. Salvin wouldn't make people wait. Don't say things like that. Salvin wouldn't make people wait. Okay, guys, we're gonna plug this in, and hopefully we get the PCB noises. Okay, let's get up switch hitter and see what we've got. Let's see where's switch hitter. There it is. Okay, guys, so let's see what we've got. if anything. Nothing working. Oh, there we go. Now it's set up and ready to go. Let's see now. Might just need an unplug and re-plug back in. Okay. There we go. All working now. Okay, first row all working, good. Just realised I've got this in ANSI layout, so we're going to have to make sure we pay attention when we're hitting certain keys here. Okay, so that should be there, yeah, and that should be enter, yeah, there we go. So the ANSI part is working correctly. Caps lock's working good. Okay, all working there. Shift is working. Z, yeah. So we've got the gap on the pipe key because this is ANSI layout, remember? Okay, arrows all working. 1, 2, and 3. Control Win Alt Space, and then there we go as well. They're all working nice and easy. So all the keys are working. The only thing that's not working is the LCD. I'm not sure if that's something that should just work. We'll see. If it should just work, we'll have a look at it later on. Filthy ANSI users, right? Okay, we'll move the cable to one side. We'll have a look at the LCD later on because it is all soldered in. We can solder it or desolder it whilst the board's built, so we can fix it if there's an issue. Faith is in my hands. I love it. Nice. Hey, question. My spacebar has a sharp click on the return stroke when it tops out. All the other stabilized keys sound great. Is that just normal for spacebar, or do we need to add loops somewhere? Probably to the top of the inside of the switch. That's usually where that fixes that. And make sure your stabs are looped quite well as well. Okay, so the PCB works. I'm comfortable with that. We can take a look at the LCD later on and see what's causing that not to work. It could be the fact that I've just not soldered something correctly, or that all looks really good, or it could be that it's just not programmed, or it needs flashing or something. I don't know. We'll take a look at it later, and I'm sure we can get that working. Can't see anything that would stop it to be working, but yeah, interesting. If it doesn't work, we'll try the other LCD and we'll go with that. Okay, so now that's built and done, the next thing to do is to put this into the case. Okay. So asking questions is not being toxic, as long as the question itself isn't toxic. If the question itself is toxic, well, there you go. Okay, so I think I've only got enough to put these on the screw side of the PCB. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop the plate and PCB assembly in, and then what we're going to do is pop the O-rings on each screw as we put it in. I don't think I've got enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we have got enough for both sides. Do you know what? We'll put them in on one side and we'll see how that goes. If it's going to feel better with having them on both sides, we shall do that before we ship it to the customer. Because I've never tried Bergamount on this particular board. So I'm just going to go just until it starts to compress the O-ring slightly. And Dale, if you would prefer me to rebuild this with O-rings on both sides, I can absolutely do that with about 10 minutes notice. We're just going to go until we start to feel some resistance, and as soon as we feel some resistance, we're going to stop screwing the screw. Okay. There we go. All feeling good so far. Remember, guys, we're going to go diametrically opposed as we put this together, just to try and even out dispersion across the case in terms of tension and everything else. Probably doesn't make much of an issue, but I prefer to do it this way. I'll take your lead, mate. If it feels good to you, I'm golden. Awesome. Okay. Salvin's got everything, man. He is the golden boy. And also, Salvin, how is the new workshop coming on? I haven't had a chance to look at your Insta stories today, but I've been following your new workshop build with enthusiasm, to say the least. So the whole room that you're building at the front, I hope it's going well for you, dude. Well, if the weather's a bit cooler for you, you'll be able to Cerakote still outside. Have you got the Cerakote room set up inside yet? I know that's what you were trying to do. But yeah, if you guys don't, go check out Salvin's stories on Instagram. They are always fascinating. Tons of information in there. You get to see a little bit of a sneak peek into Salvin's life. Definitely go check it out. I think it's just at Salvin on Insta. Salvin, is that what it is? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's just at Salvin. If someone wants to post a link, please do. Yeah, at Salvin. There you go. Salvoon. Run CNC. Absolutely, man. Salvin's also one of the nicest guys in keyboards. Downside of making changes to a working workshop. Absolutely, man. I know those feelings well. Okay. Okay, so that's all of the case screwed together in terms of putting the plate in. You can see that the I haven't taken the cover off the LCD. I will do that before I ship it to Dale. I just want to make sure that the LCD is actually fully working before I take that off. So just bear that in mind, guys. Okay, then we're gonna align the top and the bottom case, and now it's going to be time to screw this together. We're going to drop a screw in there, and we're going to screw this corner together first, because that's where the rotary encoders are holding the case just off center. You see it'll tip a little bit here because the rotary encoder is holding up that side. Gonna go corners first, and then we'll go around the rest of the case afterwards. This board is beautiful. Yeah, it's a lovely color as well. Like, mine's white and I like it, but this is really nice. No Salvin Insta stories today? I could have sworn I'd seen some earlier on. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was yesterday's I missed. I do try and watch them every day though. Okay, there we go. That's the board all screwed together and all working. Next, guys, it's time to put some keycaps on here. So, does anyone want to try and guess what keycaps we're going to put on this board? You guys can guess while I'm putting the rotary encoder on. I think I'm going to go with the silvery rotary encoder. Dale, I think the silver one will work better with the key set. You can always change this if you don't like it. Or I can change it before I ship it to you. Ah, he agrees as well. Yeah, silver one agrees. Cool. Okay, no one's got it yet. Handerbite, no. Handerbite's on my personal satisfaction 75. It's not on this one. Gran, no. Gran. I only have one personal set of Gran, and that's on the Iron 165. All of the rest of sets of Gran are not mine. Okay, now to find the right screwdriver. It's like too big. That's not hex. That's Torx. That's Torx. That's Torx. That's Torx. Oh my god. That's Torx. That's hex, but it's not the right size. That's not the right size. Oh my god. Don't tell me it was the last screwdriver in the pot. Like, literally, I emptied the pot out of all the screwdrivers trying to find this one. And it was the last one. Like, I emptied out all of these. Look. Look. All of those. And it was the last black handled one, which I knew was the one that it could be. All the rest were bloody Torx on the wrong size hex. Such is life. Minimal. No, it's not minimal. Okay. It's not phosphorus. It's not Triumph Adler. It's not Striker. It's not Delta. It's not Blackpink. It's not Olive. It's not Emil. It's not Umta. It's not Umbra. It's not Minimal. It's not White and Black. It's not Analog Dreams. It's not Nines. It's not 9009. It's not Classic Retro. It's not 808 Boom. That's not been made yet. It's not Phantom. It's not Modo. Zapri is the first one to get it right. He says Shoko. That is what we're going to put on this board today, is GMK Shoko R1. So, congratulations, Zapri. There you go. This was requested by the customer. Nothing to do with me. Their choice entirely. He sent me a couple of suggestions in email. And I absolutely had Shoko round 1. So we can put this on the board. Oh man, I forgot. The last time I used this, I put all of the UK caps. I'm just going to move these out of the way so I don't scratch the bottom of the board. There we go. I put all the UK caps on top of the tray. That's frustrating. Because now I'm probably going to drop them everywhere. I don't think we need any of those actually. No. Let's put this there. Okay, let's go. Oh, there's also accents underneath, I think. Yeah, accents. So guys, should we put any accents on this? Would you like to see any accents on this board today, or do you think we should just put the key set on? I'll leave off the accents for now, and you guys can decide in chat. Steelwind, thank you very much for joining, man. Glad to see you, dude. Glad to see you. Oh, man, I've forgotten how much I liked Shoko. Like, genuinely, this is such a nice key set. Such a sleeper when it came around last year as well. Amalfi. I wish I had Amalfi. Like, it's selling really well though. It's doing really, really well, guys. Like, Amalfi is, people like that set. Like, a lot. Like, more than I was expecting them to. No accents. No accents. Nope. Stay decent. Maybe show with and without just for fun. Okay, we can do that. I mean, whoever guessed Triumph Adler was close. Yeah, it's not the same though, is it? It's not Triumph Adler. It's like soft Triumph Adler. I'll put the keycap on properly. No, it says I'm planning on buying Shoko R2. Me too, man. Me too. I haven't bought it as yet, but I will be buying it. Oops. Money was spent on Analog Dreams. Nice. Yeah, I wish I picked up extras of Analog Dreams. If the round 2 of this had UK ISO, I'd buy it for sure. Yeah, I think the days of UK ISO are sadly numbered. I like. There's a reason it's in the Infinity sets that I run. Like I've pushed for it, but yeah, and there was a reason it was in Midnight Rainbow. But sadly, I don't have influence over all the designers to make them include it. And for this particular round of Shoko, they decided not to include it. But that's there is still ISO coverage, which is better than nothing. But yeah, I agree and understand your frustration. Okay, so we went step caps, so we do have a step capsule key. That's up here. I got both Shoko and Prepress. Gotta say I'm excited. Yeah, right, I really hope that Prepress gets to MOQ, because I really like the idea behind that set. Yeah, I think you're right, guys. I'm not going to put any accents on this. I'm just going to go with the actual colorway, because I think the accents will detract from this, because this looks so good right now. GMK Shoko is fire. Honestly, it's one of my favorite sets ever. I adore this set. I've actually got 2 sets of it because I absolutely adore it, and I'm going to get the new round as well. Okay, that felt like it wasn't returning properly at first, but it's all good now. Looks clean, absolutely, man. Yuru looks good as well. I agree. Something gifted. Rainy Day, yeah, that's nice too. It is only a few keys. Yeah, Porcupine is sad. Are you getting the Shoko switches? Not sure. I think my keyboard will end up with the Shoko switches for the EU. I think that's the agreement currently. I'm not sure if I'll get any in or not. I haven't been offered the chance yet, but we'll see. Okay, and then we need 2 1.5U keys. This is where it turns out I've soldiered these in the wrong position or something, and I'm going to be mega upset. Nope, we got it right. There we go. Now we just need the shift key. Where the hell's the shift? Oh, there it is. Is that it? No. Where on earth? That's where it is. Okay, let's put some arrows on this bad boy. First time seeing Shoko on stream. Now I'm thinking about getting round 2 for my Anno Blue. I used to have it on my Blue Brutal 60, and it looked so good on there. I took it off just for this build stream. But yeah, I'm a big fan. Okay, so we need that page up, that page down. Yeah, that's the right profile. And then we just need an FN key. There is a 1U FN key, I've seen it. It's here. There we go. Okay, let me get rid of this key set now. There we go, guys. This is Satisfaction 75 featuring GMK Shoko in Storm Grey Blue. How good does that look, guys? That looks absolutely stunning. Like, I'm so happy with that. That looks great, right? Looks fantastic. You can see if the board's in the darkness, it's going to look black, and it makes Shoko stand out even more. If the board's in the light, it kind of like just blends into Shoko and just looks really good. Man, that looks good. Mod-coloured pipe key avail. Mod-coloured pipe is a sin. Did I miss the Virgo? No. The Virgo is coming up straight after this. So I saved the best for last, guys. Saving the best for last. I'm saying that because Flex is in chat. Shh, don't tell him, but Flex is in chat. So I'm saving the best for last. Mod-coloured pipe for life. Yeah. Blue knob would be dope. Yeah, there's a black knob and there's a golden knob with mother of pearl top. But you can just get guitar knobs and replace these yourself. So, yeah. Should we take a listen to it, see how it sounds? Let me mute the music. Where's the music gone? Where's the music? Okay, let me bring down the microphone a little bit closer. Slip off the headphones as well, and let's take a listen and see how this sounds. That spacebar sounds great. That sounds really, really good. Spacebar sounds so good. Man, that sounds good. What do you guys think? No films on the 10Gs. No, I only had. I didn't have any films that would work for the 10Gs, so I didn't put those on. But yeah, it sounds great. I think it sounds really good. I'm really happy with that actually. It sounds better than my personal Satisfaction 75. It sounds way better. Yeah, I should have brought that and we could have compared the two together. But yeah, I really, really like that. Knob sound test. Let's get the microphone back in for the knob. There we go. Do I lube my own switches? Yes, I lube these for the customer, and I always lube my own switches. It's very, very rare that I get someone else to lube switches for me. Well, I have done in the past, but it's rare it happens. Well, there we go, guys. That's the Satisfaction 75 build. I think you'll agree, though, with Shoko on there, it looks absolutely just stunning, right? That looks so good on there. Yeah, I'll fix the LCD off stream. I'm not quite sure why that's not showing up. Like, I don't know if it just needs to be turned on or what. Let's see if we can get the LCD working really quickly. Okay, let's play some music as well. Okay, well, the knob works for the sound. There's your music paused, and now it plays. LCD not lighting up yet. I'll have to have a double check and see what's causing that. I'm not sure if there's a key command for it or anything else. Derek says, did you ever get the switches back from Cassie? I don't know who that is. But I do have some from Straight Classy that I'm still due. That's fun. Pause and play. I wonder if this does volume. Oh, it does for me, but I don't think it will do for you guys because of the way it's set up. But that changes the volume as well. Again, I'm not sure if there's a key combination to turn the LCD on. I think it might just need to be tapped with a bit of solder again or something like that, or I'll change it for the other one. We'll have a look at it off stream. We'll fix that. It should be a non-issue. But I hope you'll agree, guys, this board looks good. With that, though, it is time to take a look at the... Ooh, very nice. Thank you very much for Vogue on PT. Came late, but did you lube your knob? I didn't lube my knob, no. I didn't lube my knob. Let's take a look at the Flex Virgo next. So, full disclosure, I have already unboxed this and had a look at it myself. So I have seen this, but there is a thumbprint on the weight that I put there myself because, well, because I didn't clean my hands before I picked the board up, and I was excited when I did it on my Insta video. I'm gonna move this to one side. There we go. Okay. But this is the FLX Virgo. Here we go. So this is how it came. This is how I got the package. Rub the knob, dude. It's just a bit shy. Ooh, tasty. Try FN and clicking the knob. Okay, I will have a look at that later on, Melody. Yes, I'll have a look. Do the Shiemshe Shoko. Great. We'll maybe participate to the round 2. I really like Shoko. I've always liked it. It's been my favourite sleeper set for a long time, so it's not fair for me to answer that question. Okay, so this is the FLX Virgo. First thing you notice, we got bump-ons and screws and JST cables and daughter boards, all good things. We also have a PCB, which has the FLX Virgo logo on there. It also has Flex's logo just up there as well. This PCB is actually really nice. Like, it's just genuinely lovely. Big fan of that. Nice and tasty. There was a box too. Yes, there was a box as well, but I didn't want to like try and struggle to get it off the box on the desk. We then had a few different plates, and there is some really, really nice plates in here. I actually have a carbon fiber one that's outside in the unit, which I'll be using. But look how nice this is. This is an FR4 plate. Excuse the fingerprints, but look at the silver traces around the edge of the switches. Don't know how easy it is to show it, but look how cool this is. So nice. Like, so nice. The silver trace goes right up on the inside of the switches as well. It's genuinely lovely. Genuinely really, really nice. This is Pog. Yeah, I know, right? Just really, really nice. All round. Great plate. Then I also got a ANSI carbon fiber plate. This actually isn't mine. I think this is. I think this belongs to Full actually. So I do need to send him that, and I will get on that at some point soon. And then there's also a universal plate in teal that comes with the board as well. The Virgo, the group buy's already happened, man. This is from the group buy. I just got mine the same time as everyone else did. So there we go. That colour's lovely. That colour's really nice. So those are the 3 plates that I have. Although my actual personal carbon fiber one is ISO and it's not in this room. Okay, and this is the board. Look at that colour. Oh. Look how nice that plum colour is, guys. Plum, aubergine top, and teal base. Look at that side profile as well. The camera's too low down to show you it properly. Look at the side profile. Look how nice that is. And then here's the base as well. You'll see that I've got 2 thumbprints on this from when I picked it up earlier on. They're only very faint and I can get them off. This one's the worst of the 2. But yeah, right. How cool is that? How nice is that? Look at this edge all the way here. Look at this hip line here. This is so nice. Yeah, I can't wait to build this. Really, really excited. This is going to be my build stream next week, I think. There's a couple of other boards I'm waiting on that I'm really excited for as well. But I think this will be my next personal build, which will be next week. But how nice is that, guys? Like, genuinely, how nice is that? Like, can I get hearts in chat for Flex for this? Post some hearts in chat, please, for Flex, because I'm in love with this board. This colour is just stunning. There we go. There's one from James. Come on, guys. We can get some hearts there. Get some hearts in chat. Come on. Full got the same colour. As far as I know, this is one of one. I'm the only person that had this colour top with this colour base. As far as I know, I'm the only one with that. What set am I going for? I don't know. What key set can I put on this? I need... Like, white on black will work. And black on white will work. But I don't want to be boring. I want to do something that's going to go with these colours. But I don't know what. I have a lot of sets. Like, I think green might work a little bit, but it might be a little bit too army green for it. Skeletor? Yeah, I don't have Skeletor, but that would look good. First Love? Yeah, maybe. I don't have First Love. The ultimate set that's going to be on this board is Black Lotus. That's going to be the set that's on this board permanently, but that's obviously not been made yet. So, yeah. Look at all these hearts for Flex. Thanks, guys. I really, really appreciate all these hearts for Flex. Thank you. Tauro. Tauro is a great shout. Tauro might really work. Yeah, that's a good shout. Or GMK Plum. Plum might work as well. I don't have Skeletor, sadly. I gave it away. Violet on Cream. Maybe the cream could work. I don't know if the violet in the Violet on Cream set is going to go with that kind of green, though. Interesting. Yeah. Flex always asking what set I'm going for. I don't know. Like, there's so many sets out there. I think either Plum or yeah, maybe Plum. I don't know. Blank Pink. Plank pink. Plum or Taro, I think, is where I'm going to go with Flex. So probably Taro, because that's not on a board right now. Yeah, probably Taro. That's what's going to go on it next week when I build it. And we're going to build it with inks that have been... No, not inks. So we're going to build it with dry series switches, black dry series switches, which are going to have desk keys films in, 205 grade 0. And we're going to build it with the carbon fiber plate that I have. That's what we're going to build it with. I'm really excited for this though. TKL, which isn't my usual stance, but TKL with the whole kind of ergo kind of sense, this could be really good for my typing style. This might actually convince me to use my thumbs, something the VEA never did. It'll be this time next week, SCK. So I always stream my builds Sundays at 8 PM UK, which is 3 PM EST and noon PST. There we go. Good problem to have. Flex. Why do you do this to me, man? Why do you do this to me? But yeah, I'm really happy with the colours. This purple, plum, aubergine, whatever you want to call it, is really nice. So there we go. There we go. Full has 2, red and purple. There you go. Jeez, I'm jealous. Full has a silver one as well. I'm sure I've seen that in his Insta. I'm sure he's got 3 then. Flex, has Full got 3 of these? Has he got 3? And when can I buy my numpad for this? That's the other big question. Flex, when can I buy my numpad for this? Because I need a matching numpad. You need to sort me out on that one. You need to give me an invoice and let me pay it. Okay, cool. Well, I think that's pretty much it for the build stream today, guys. So we've shown you this. We've shown you Gran as well. We've had Gran on the stream, which is here, looking really, really nice. So I don't know who took those pictures that were doing the rounds on Desk Authority, but as you can see, there's no fading on the caps or anything. They're pretty solid, pretty good. Oh, he's got the round 1 proto. That's right, he does. Yes, I remember that. But yeah, we've shown you Gran. We've unboxed the FLX Virgo, and we also built the wonderful Dale's Satisfaction 75 and decked it out with GMK Shoko. So there we go. This board looks so good. It sounds great as well. Really, really happy with that build. It's going to be a shame that I'm going to have to take these caps off. So there we go. Yeah, it's been it's crazy when you think about how much money you have sat on your desk. You have a board here, the Satisfaction 75, that goes for like $1,400. You've got the INFE that goes for like silly money. The FLX Virgo, which hasn't been flipped yet, but it won't surprise me, it's too long before that. And then I've got a JO1 prototype here. Just beggars belief how lucky I am, guys, to be in this hobby. And just thank you ever so much for supporting me, coming and watching the streams, because, like, this is me living the dream, right? This is me enjoying the hobby to its fullest, and I couldn't do it without you guys. So just thank you to everyone who's watched today. Thank you. Thank you so much for today. I'm honoured. No, I'm honoured to build your board for you. I'll drop you an email or message you afterwards, and we'll sort it out from there. Yeah, okay. Well, that's it for the stream, guys. Unless you've got any further final questions, ask them away now. You've got about 30 seconds. I'll be back on Thursday's show, where we'll be doing our standard weekly show, which we're gonna have a good conversation this week. Some interesting conversation this week. Next week, I'll be building this board on stream. As well as that, you can check out the Top Clack Discord and everything else down below. So please feel free to do that. Also, do go check out our sponsors. You can see them just here: KBD Fans, Kono.store, Mechanisk, and Novel Keys. And big thanks to my keyboard down in this bottom corner, just here, because these guys are obscenely good and support the EU in ways no other vendor does. So definitely go check them out as well, guys. Cool. Okay, no further questions have come in, so I'm going to close the stream down there. Let's see if there's anyone to raid. Is there anyone I can go and raid, guys? Is there anyone I can go and raid? Let's have a look. Let's see who's on. Let's see who's on. Okay, Stash is on. Yeah, Stash is on. Let's go raid. Let's go raid Stash in a second. I need to remember how to do this. That's it. Okay, let me copy that. And then let me go to raid. Okay. So we're gonna go raid Stash. Um, we're going to go do that in a couple of minutes. But before I do that, I'm going to roll the outro and say thank you guys for watching. And let's tell Stash that he just looks beautiful. Tell everyone, tell Stash that he looks beautiful, right? That's what you got to do. Tell him he looks beautiful. I'll be there watching, so you all better post it and tell him he looks beautiful. Thank you very much, guys. I'll speak to you again later. Take care.
Alright, we are on to desoldering. Let's get our equipment here. Desolder station. That guy on. Need this guy. Right, we're getting somewhere. You're beautiful. No, get out of here. You guys are crazy. Top Clack, thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. How are you guys doing? Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. How did your stream go? Hope it turned out well, Jay. Good to see you in chat, my friend. You look beautiful. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it, but you guys are beautiful, chat. And Jay, you know, what a man right there. Redeemed Hydrate. Bogon, thank you. I appreciate you. Is it possible to burger mount the KBD67 MK2 as well? Mr. McGurk, I did. I do have a bit thinner of O-rings myself, but I did use them. Stash, you're looking stunning today. Top Clack, no sir. I appreciate though. You're looking stunning. Thank you, thank you. Stream was good? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Great to hear it. Great to hear it. I'm actually, check this out, Jay. I'm going to rebuild Josh's, or IMEURU's, J01 soon. I'm going to rebuild that, and we're going to build it ISO. We're going to build it with ISO. That should be pretty fun. Review, how are you, my friend? Good to see you, brother. Hope you're having a good day, my dude. Flashed, what's going on? Elmo, how are you? How are you? Oh, the cut. Actually, no, I didn't cut it. I just brushed it today. Watch out for the gaskets. Yeah, I've heard. I've watched the builds. I've watched the builds. Should be fun though. It'll be fun. I haven't actually built ISO layout yet. Oh my goodness! Thank you guys all for the follows. D Martin, Zeus the newbie, Taramber Net, Sick Online, I'm Crapbag, AKB James, thank you for the follow, I appreciate you all. Top Clack, thank you for the follow. Zapri, thank you for the follow as well. All of you guys, all the newcomers, I appreciate the follows. Thank you, thank you. HB Kibi, good to see you, my friend. How is everyone doing? We're doing a little desolder today on a KBD 8X Mark II. Well, we're going to take these creams off this brass plate, and we're going to rebuild this. If time can... we may rebuild this today. We're probably not going to. We'll probably rebuild this another day. But if time happens to work out well, we may rebuild this. We're going to... I'll show you guys the plate that we're going to rebuild it with, though. Or a couple of examples of plates. We got some Keycolt 160 plates here. These are made out of PLA. Jay, you know something about this PLA material. Have you used it as a plate? It's very nice. It's very, very similar to PC with a little bit deeper of a tone, in my opinion. I have the Keycolt 165 built with it, and it turned out really well. But we do have some 160 plates. We got some 165 plates here. But these guys